are you saying something about relationships? I mean, what other than they're interesting and difficult?
Well, trying to show, you know, relationships, love in different facets of the game. There is a very funny and charming teenage lust story.
Right, that's the third one.
Yeah,
right,
that's
right,
the third
right.
one, and that's, you know, how to
With
get into
teenagers,
her.
it's always lust.
It's always lust. Yeah,
Yes.
and they don't seem to know that. And then there's this kind of magic love between Alice and Dubé, and then there's the love which I like very much, which is this sort of old shoe love between the father and mother of the bride, who have a marriage now of 25 years, and sex is kind of on the way, and you take each other for granted.
Okay, so that's four plot lines already.
Yeah, and then
you
have the story of the niece and the uncle, who is the kind of the patriarch of the family, who's the financially the man who supports all the ones who are less fortunate, and he obviously has a darker past with his niece Ria, and how what leads her to expose him in the context of this wedding. So it's pretty, you know, disturbing stuff as well, which is what life is like, especially when you all come together. I mean, Shakespeare did it, and Hollywood does it, and Bollywood does it. You know, the context of a wedding, bringing the family together, and while there's fun and games, there's sort of skeletons in the cupboard. You know, so we sort of take it all in a slightly, you know, homemade Bollywood style, but it's very actually alternative to the way a normal commercial Indian film is made, to work with 68 actors, some legendary actors like Nasiruddin Shah, and then people who have never thought they could act before, you know, housewives in my community, members of my family playing major roles. So it's kind of like quite an experiment, you know, to bring them all together and film handheld by the camera, very fluid, very a camera that makes you feel like you're right there with us. That Declan Quinn, a wonderful cinematographer, shot. So it's a portrait of that kind of moment now in India, when it's kind of cool to be Indian. You know, it's kind of chic to be Indian. While we have access to the kind of Gucci's and so on in the mornings, we sort of rock to our own music at night, and our own music too has changed to adapt, to absorb, to you know, synthesize everything, all the modern and the old. So. Yeah. Monsoon Wedding kind of tries to do all of that and show you.